What's up, everybody? Hope you all had a great day. Getting into this episode, Jidge, I am so freaking happy for Elizabeth. I really am. I'm happy that she officially got the head nurse position. Um, I hope, I really hope she don't mess this up. I really hope she honors Epiphany and do not mess this up. Like, she needs to stay out of the criminal justice system. She needs to stay out of legal trouble. She needs to think. Now that you're in a higher position, it's like she needs to think. You know what I mean? Don't put herself in situations that could jeopardize what she worked so hard for, and, you know, just disgrace her family's memory, disgrace, Epiphany's memory. Like, she need to keep her head on straight here. You know what I mean? Because this is a huge blessing for her, and it's a huge increase in salary. So don't mess this up, Elizabeth. Do not. Um, I was actually shocked that Finn and Portia didn't want to be co-chief of staff, or they, didn't want to put their name, their hat in their name in the hat and take that position. I'm kind of surprised, but then again, I'm kind of not. I do remember that when Britt and Terry initially went for that position, I do remember Portia was interested in it, and I think she was in the running for it at one point, but they both got it. But I get why they wouldn't want it though, because even though it's an honor to be like chief of staff or co-chief of staff, it's also a lot of work. Like it's a lot to take on, because it's just a lot of administrative stuff, a lot of meetings, it's a lot of red tape, it's a lot of shit that you got to deal with that position. So I kind of understand why they're not ready for it right now. I get it. If I was Terry at this point, I would just be the sole chief of staff. I mean, I know that's a lot, on her, running the entire hospital by herself. I mean, that's a lot too, but I wouldn't even look for a replacement at this point. Who else you gonna get? You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't be looking for no replacement. I'd just say the hell with it at this point. Um, so moving on from that, Willow and Michael were a part of this episode. Moving on from that, uh, just figured that's the only mention that they're really gonna get from me. Um, so anyway, Jocelyn, I am utterly surprised that Carly did not slap fire out of that girl. Like, I was really expecting Carly to slap that girl into Pine Valley. You know what I mean? Like, I was literally ready for her to knock her into a whole nother town. Whole nother town. I was really ready for it. Because Jocelyn is just so selfish. And her throwing Morgan in Carly's face, I feel like that was her just being cruel. Because Carly didn't want to do what she wanted her to do. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, because Carly didn't do what Jocelyn wanted. So I feel like that was her trying to be cruel by throwing that boy in her face. I would have knocked her ass out if I was Carly. Like, honestly, she was asking for a slap. She was asking for a slap and to be put out the house, because that's what would have been next. I'm telling you, she would have got out my house that moment. Um, and I feel like Jocelyn spewing all this hate towards Sonny, it's like, it's very hypocritical of her, very, because she had no problem with Sonny being a criminal when it suited her, when she wanted to name drop him whenever she had a problem with somebody, like Esme. Oh, when she had an issue with Esme, she couldn't wait to name drop Sonny. She didn't have a problem with Carly and Jason getting married, and Jason was a criminal. She had no issues with that. She had no issues with the benefits that Sonny's life provided her. She had no problems with that. But now that it's an inconvenience for her, or he hurt her mother, now all of a sudden that's a problem. Oh, I was blind to it. And I'm glad Carly let her have it and let her know how naive she was. Because she was like, who the fuck raised you? I'm like, Carly, you? But I love that though, because I'm like, she really is naive and she's not seeing the big picture here of the magnitude of sending Sonny to prison, like what that could do to their family. You know what I mean? Like, you think you got problems now. Sending him to prison is just gonna open the floodgates to a whole new hell. So it's like, she just seems like she does not care, because all she can think about is Dex. That's pretty much where all her little anger is coming from. It's about Dex. You know what I mean? It's so stupid. And I'm glad Carly, smashed that damn thing. I'm glad she, didn't turn on Sonny. Good for her. Loyalty is key. Um, Little do Jocelyn know, it's like I just feel like she need to clean the Tootsie Roll out her ears because it just seems like she has a hearing problem, and I think Carly needs to invest in a hearing aid for her because she keeps making it seem like Dex is trapped. He's not trapped. If you feel like a trapped rat, gnaw your foot off and get the hell out. You know what I mean? Like, the man ain't trapped. Sonny pretty much gave him an out multiple times. He told Jocelyn, if Dex wants out, he can come to me personally like a man and ask me to be out, and I will give him an out. Dex has yet to do that. Then Sonny gave him an out in this episode. He pretty much told him, like, if you want to be a part of the business, I need you to be fully committed. That was an out. Dex could have spoke his mind, and Dex could have spoke up and said, you know what, this life ain't for me, I want to be out. He didn't do that. He sat right there and pretty much committed himself to Sonny and the organization. That was on him. You know what I mean? Like, that's on him. And I feel like Dex needs to be honest with his little idiot girlfriend and let her know that he actually likes being a fucking criminal. Because clearly that's what he wants to do. That's obvious. It's clear. I mean, sometimes I can't get a good read on Dex because one minute it seemed like he can't stand Sonny. Next minute it seemed like he has a soft spot for him. Then the next minute he seems like he's indifferent. Like, I really don't get this bipolar shit with him. I don't get it. It's like, what do you want to do? You know what I mean? Like, I'm over Jocelyn and her whining. Like, I am really over it. They could put her ass in a coma. Get Lulu out the coma and put Jocelyn's ass in one. I'll be happy because she's working my last nerve. I can't say that I blame Sonny at this point for being skeptical about continuing to do business with Pikeman. Financially, I mean, shit is beneficial. I would keep doing it. But I get why he kind of want to put a pause on it a little bit, letting the shipment go through. Because somebody trying to take a shot at him, that's something that you just can't gloss over. You know what I'm saying? Because who's to say it won't happen again or they won't try harder to take Sonny out? You know, they need to know what they're dealing with. Sonny needs to know what he's dealing with before this can continue. I like the little cordial little relationship between Sonny and Valentine. I like it, you know. Valentine was very, cordial with Sonny and congratulating him about Nina. I'm like, sir, I would hold that congratulations because I don't think that wedding gonna happen, but I would just put that congratulations on pause. And Valentine gotta understand something. Like, Anna will reach out to him when she ready to reach out to him. I mean, she going through a lot right now. You know, she got a lot on her mind. She just pretty much put the kibosh on her, career as a field agent. A 30+ year career is pretty much down the damn drain. So I'm pretty sure she's probably mourning the loss of that career. But I hope she pull herself up and realize, like, just because one career is over, that doesn't mean your life is over. She still can do something new. You know what I'm saying? Like I suggested, she can go into the PI business with Felicia and Sam. I think that'd be badass. I think that'd be real kick-ass. So I think she should consider that at some point. So anyway, moving on from that. I'm glad that the shit is out in the open now. I'm glad Ned knows that Nina was the one who blew the whistle. The question is, what will Ned do with this information? Because I don't see any other reason for him to hold on to it. I really hope he busts her, at this point. Because Nina, she need to get her shit aired out. She do. The truth shall set her free. And I'm pretty sure once the truth comes out, Sonny will set her free. And hopefully Carly will let her hand free and just... I'm ready for them to fight. I am. Like, when this truth comes out and Carly don't hit her and Nina don't hit her back, I'm going to be sorely disappointed. Because this is some serious ass kicking stuff here. Like, you have to fight at this point. Fuck all the words. Like, we done heard the words now for over a year. I'm tired of listening to the words between them. I'm ready for some fisticuffs. I'm ready for a good old-fashioned ass whooping. That's what I'm ready for, the both of them to get down. And one of them not get back up. I'm ready. But yeah, I'm glad Ned is vindicated. And I can't say that I blame Ned. Olivia was kind of annoying me, calling him cynical and stuff like that. It's like, oh, I want you to be the man who you used to be. Olivia, you must not know Ned too well. You've been married to this man for how long? 6 years? You must not know him that well. Um, I can't. I'm totally on Ned's side. I mean, Michael and Drew, accusing him of doing this and not believing him. I don't blame him for being salty towards them because he feels like they should, or at least Michael should know his character. You should know what he will and won't do and when he will and won't do it. You should know him a little better than that. Granted, some people can be a little unpredictable, but he should know Ned a little bit better than that. And if Olivia is his wife, a true wife should know her husband. Clearly, they don't know this man. Um, I mean, like I said, I wouldn't put it past them either to use the information, but you got to think of the timing of it. One, Willow was pretty much on her deathbed. Two, what benefit would he have gotten from snitching on y'all at this point? He wouldn't have gained a damn thing. You have to put those things together, you know, and think like, yeah, he really couldn't do it. Because even Sonny's starting to change his tune about Ned. Um, but like I said, I can't blame Ned for not wanting to work with them. I can't blame him, and I hope he do blow the whistle on Nina, because I don't see no other reason for him to keep that secret, honestly. So anyway, moving on from that, Drew, I have no use for him at this point. Drew is a selfish ass. Like, he really told Zeke, and I can't believe Zeke is representing him, but he really told Zeke to set up a deal to where he'll pretty much throw himself under the bus. You know how selfish you can be? Like, did he not just tell Scout when he came back, like, oh, we got all the time in the world to get to know each other? Because when he came back, Scout didn't even remember who he was. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you've been spending all this time with her building up that relationship, all for you to just go to throw yourself on the mercy of the court and go to prison now for however long. When you can actually fight this, like, you know how selfish and stupid you are. I'm just saying. Like, I have very little use for Drew. Very little. It's like I don't care for the character at this point. I just don't. Like, everything about him just rubs me the wrong way. And the mere fact that he's willing to go to prison and, just take himself away from his child even more, that's fool's move. I'm just saying. Like, instead of trying to fight, you know what I'm saying? You're ready to throw in the damn towel. That's just dumb. So anyway, moving on from that, I'm I am just so freaking happy for Jordan. I am just so happy she finally got that back crack. She finally, they was just looking good. I was watching that scene between them, and I love seeing them in the bed together, all that good chocolate just laying there. I loved it. I said, now look at this. I was feeling the hell out of that scene. It was so fun to watch. You know what I mean? And I love it. No strings attached. Um, just enjoying each other. And I love that Jordan didn't want to think about anything else. She just wanted to enjoy the moment. She just wanted to have fun. You know what I'm saying? Not think about the repercussions of anything. I loved it. And I love that, Zeke was like, shit, I'll see you when I see you. That's a player move right there. I love that. But I don't know what Zeke gonna do, because now that Jordan know that he's Portia's brother, I'm like, shit is about to get real right now. Because I'm like, what is he gonna do once he found out that Jordan is Curtis's ex-wife, and that they kissed and stuff? Like, is he gonna be loyal to his sister and tell his sister, or is he just gonna keep that to himself? You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, what are you gonna do with this info, sir? You holding some good information here, buddy. What are you gonna do with it now? So far I'm liking Zeke. Like, I've been liking him since the first time I seen Zeke, and I thought him and Jordan would be dope together. So I'm glad that, they put the two of them together, even if it is for a tawdry one night thing, that could possibly turn into something more. I'm here for it either way, because I'm ready for Jordan to move on. I'm glad that she is moving on. It's about time. So anyway, that's pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section, let me know what you all thought, and I will see you all later. Peace.